Hello again, I am Brabham, and welcome back to F1 Manager 24 Creator Team with Brabham Racing. It's getting close to the end of Season 2 now. Tonight, round 21. We are heading to Interlagos for the Sao Paulo Grand Prix. We're into the home stretch now. Not long left in this season. It is the final day of October, so we'll get some cash after this Grand Prix, partly from our sponsor goals, but also because we'll get our board payment and prize money fund through as well. We have recently had some money from our sponsors, so we're not likely to get any more for a while, not till after Vegas now. So we've still got, let's see, we're here, 1, 2, 3 and a bit weeks to go until we get more money from the sponsors. That will be our final sponsor payment of the year as well. So we need to not only continue to be able to afford to pay for research to finish this season off, but we also need to start stockpiling some cash ready to carry across into next season as well. It is certainly going to be tight financially. We have very little cash left, but let's see what we can do. Let's take a quick look at where our drivers are sitting in terms of stats for tonight. 82, 82 and 85 in the pace stats for Ricardo. That's pretty good. Very high 80s in the consistency, mid to low 80s in the racecraft. That's not too bad. George, let's take a look at his stats. He's in the low to mid 90s in his pace stats, low to high 90s in consistency, and his racecraft 100% still in his adaptability. A little lower in the overtaking and defending, but still an excellent set of stats all round. He is still running the weaker of the two cars, just so that we can try and maximize both drivers' chances of getting decent finishes. And hopefully the difference in car pace is balanced out by the difference in pace stats, so we should see similar kind of results from the pair. I think George will probably have a slight edge. Let's set some targets for tonight. We're going to go 18th for both. What do we have going on this weekend? We still have another sponsor performance, so Ricardo's driver performance rating will be affected during this weekend. So yeah, we should see more out of George than we will out of Ricardo. How you doing, Wayne?
Our F1 season brings us to Brazil for the Sao Paulo Grand Prix. Better known simply as Interlagos, the Autodromo Jose Carlos Pache sits between two lakes here in Sao Paulo. The home of the Brazilian round of Formula One since 1973, plenty of champions have been crowned here, with many more to come.
This weekend will be taking a slightly different form, as we have the addition of a thrilling sprint race thrown into the mix.
Now let's get the weekend underway.
All right, so as you can see, we have very heavy rain on Saturday. That will affect the sprint and potentially qualifying as well. We'll be dry for today for practice and sprint quali, and we'll also be dry for the Grand Prix itself. So the sprint could be very, very funky. How you doing, Dino? Let's get the cars set and prepped. Did we put practice parts in? I don't think we did. No, we didn't. Oh, look at the state of this gearbox. I'm going to have to buy a new one. I just know it. Where are we going next? We're going Vegas next. I think Vegas is a circuit where we can work our way up through the order. So we'll take the penalty at Vegas, I think, rather than here. This is a harder circuit to work our way through. Plus, there's more likely, I think, to be safety cars at Vegas than here. Let's go with 20 laps of fuel. Let's drop these settings down. What do I want to do for the cars themselves? My memory at the moment is really bad when it comes to remembering how to get these cars set up quickly. And this is one of those circuits as well where I think the setup window can change quite dramatically. I'm going to go with a 711. Although, is it a 12? Might be a 12. Let's go with a 12. Let's go with a 1.9. Let's go with something like that. Moving over to George. Let's put his practice parts in. We'll stick with that ERS. And we'll go with that gearbox. Let's go a little bit different on this one. Let's go with a 4.5 and 11. Let's go the opposite way on the roll bar. Let's push that up and bring that down a little bit. Going to overfuel them just so I don't forget to put more fuel in later. So we're going to call them in as soon as we can. And let's send them out.
Okay, that's green light.
Gio's been binning it 2 races in a row for Dino. He's doing quite well for me in my Lamborghini file. I've got him and Van Dorn in season 1. He's outperforming Van Dorn.
Radio check.
All loud and clear.
Radio check.
Yeah, Roger.
And radio's loud and clear.
Warm the tyres where you can. Okay.
There we go. We've got some rookies in the car. We've got Behrman. Monica Almeida is in the car. Pato O'Ward and Gabriel Bortoletto is racing as well. Fudo Fujii is in, as is Rudolf Fischer. Antonelli is in. Franco Colapinto is getting a run at Haas. Paul Aaron's in at RB. Zach O'Sullivan is in at Aston. So quite a lot of rookies getting a taste of track action. And again, it's strange to see so many rookies getting a run on a sprint weekend when there's only one practice session. Certainly not what I would do, but you know, the AI wants to hamper the development of its drivers through practice today. I am absolutely fine with that.
say what you'd like on the balance.
Oh, only 36 for George. That's
No,
pretty terrible.
Yeah, any firm. We're good on tyre temps here.
48 for Ricardo. We'll call him in. Let's tweak George. So it looks like that is going to be at least a 12. We'll stick with the 4.5 there. Roll bar needs to go the other way. Let's go with a 3.7. Actually bring that back up to a 5.5. Let's push that all the way up. And let's give that a try.
Okay, understood. Pit lane.
Okay,
So remember pit lane speed limiter.
So, stop your marks.
Oh wow, this one's going to be a 13. So we may be way off on George's car then. Evening, Farrah. You enjoyed the replay of Friday's race then? Apart from the result, obviously. Helped you through the hangover until the end, in which you was, in case you were suddenly very sick. Am I right? I'm going to be phoning
We've
about
got a
the
yellow flag
PC
here.
tomorrow, going through those last minute checks, and then the order should be getting placed in the next, well, either tomorrow or the day after. So hopefully I'll have it in the next couple of weeks or so.
Just give us a balance check.
Happy with balance?
That's better, but it's still not where it needs to be. Well, we're going to keep him running. 88, again, better for Ricardo, but we're going to keep him running.
Yeah, copy that.
Need that track time now. session is over. Now we have to make some blind changes, ready for sprint quali. Hopefully we'll get them pretty good.
Welcome everyone, qualifying for the sprint awaits us, and we're raring to get going.
I think that's going to be a 5-5. So something like that looks pretty good. Let's go with that. Change over the parts. Really are getting down to the bare bones now. So 12.5, that is gonna have to be a 1.9 after all.
Sessions should be starting now.
And let's see if we can actually get through qualifying without getting held up on every single run, like in Mexico. That was an utter shambles. Those of you that frequent the subreddit for this game
And drive straight out.
may have seen the latest logo that I posted. I haven't quite got it where I want it, but I need to take a break from it because I've been working on it on and off for the last couple of weeks and it's been absolutely breaking me. So I've got it to a point where I'm like, yep, that's good enough for now. You know, I don't have to worry about that for a while. I will go back and have a look at tweaking it at some point before I get a tutorial done. But Peugeot is the new logo that will at some point be coming to the tutorial playlist. And I've even tried to recreate the classic 4-color striping as well for a livery, and that is also in the same post on the subreddit.
Okay, now I've got some traffic, so I think this lap's aborted.
Not a great start there in the middle sector for Ricardo. Going to be flat out now with a toe up to the line. I think George might be fine here as well, actually. Yeah, George will be fine. So really strong final sector for Ricardo there, 15.7. Quicker than George.
Follow the dash.
He lost a lot in the middle, 33.7, 34.1. Yeah, he lost 4 tenths to George in the middle sector. 18.6 and 18.5. They were pretty even in the first sector. So it was definitely the middle sector that was the problem for Danny there. He's going to have to go again. A lot of traffic on the road right now. Let's try and thin a little bit of that out.
All clear ahead. Good to go.
Good gap in front.
Okay, we've only got a couple of cars in front. And they're not immediately close. Hopefully we'll catch them in a favourable place. If we catch them at all. It's a deceptively short lap. We are going to catch him, but we should hopefully catch him in a reasonably favourable position. Let's cut to George, he's going to hit them first. Right, so the RB is off to do its flying lap, so it's just the Haas that's going to be in the way. Should pull over up the hill here. Ricardo's going to be absolutely fine, I think. Little lift for George. George is only P16.
P15. And we will box end of this lap.
Copy.
Lewis is due a disaster tonight. Well, we'll see.
You're P14.
I think George might be getting knocked out here. The Mercedes are both deceptively off the pace. Sainz in particular. Speaking of, here he comes. Not even sure Ricardo's going to make it through. I'm going to try and send them straight back out for another lap, but I doubt they'll improve. So Science gets through the first sector without a hold up. A lot of traffic in front of him though. Porsche just about to start his flying lap. He's tucked right up behind one of the Astons, which could be good, could be bad. Leclerc goes top. Oh, what a mess here at the end for Sainz. That's good. Anything to slow him down.
Circuit is all clear ahead now. Good to go.
Sainz has gone 17th. But Ricciardo has been bumped down to 15th. And now Zhou pops up and splits our drivers. That puts Russell in the drop zone. Ricciardo, his lap is a bust. Got held up by the McLaren. Russell's improved. So if Russell gets through now, it's going to be at the expense of Ricciardo. Yes, he does. He does, sir. You'll need to both message me, by the way, your Steam profiles, so I can add you as a Steam friend. Well, there we go. Russell is out in Q1. George in 18th place. Ricciardo just making it through by 6 thousandths of a second. And we're only 87. Oh, God. Okay, so we're way off on the roll bar. We can't change this now until after the sprint itself. We got close with George, but I can't see what it is yet.
Okay, that's green light.
Big Ben, this is Rubber Duck.
Drive straight out, drive straight out.
Got a video for you and Wally here, Farah. You may well hear me singing this while we're playing. Okay, 108.0. Our opening gambit there from Ricardo.
Look after the fuel on the inlet.
Right, 3/10 away from Ocon. 4/10 away from Giovinazzi. That's not too bad. And just like that, we are almost out of the top 10. A change in fortunes. Couldn't quite hook it up for whatever reason in the first session. But here in the middle session, SQ2, we are looking a bit more competitive. Oh, for anyone who was curious about the Peugeot link, there it is. Okay, we've got an improvement here in the first. Oh, that was close. Improvement in the middle as well. Here, Victor. We have been bumped. Can we get back in? No! We only found 9,000ths of a second. We must have lost out in the final sector then. Yeah, not by much. We gained 3,000ths in the first sector. We gained another 32,000ths. So we're up by 34,000ths, and then we were down 36,000ths in the final sector. No, 26,000ths in the final sector. So yeah, we just didn't have enough. Unfortunately, we are out. Now down to P13. P13 is where it stays. We can move forward from there. Ominous looking there to see Lewis Hamilton fastest in Q2 by half a tenth over his teammate. But it is Leclerc who takes pole position for the sprint ahead of Lewis Hamilton. Then it's Ocon from Norris, Perez up in 5th place ahead of Tsunoda. Then it's Hulkenberg, Piastri, Stroll and Giovinazzi. That's your top 10 for the sprint. On we go.
Hello and welcome as our Grand Prix weekend continues, and the sprint will soon be upon us. And after a season of sprints, this is the last one of the year. This circuit is certainly no stranger to overtakes.
Checo using his
so I
highly
think we're in for
developed
a good
senses to realise that it is actually wet track
And of
there.
course, the big incentive here is getting a few extra points on the board, with the top finishers in the sprint set to add to their championship tally.
Well, no doubts there'll be plenty of action today here at the Sao Paulo Sprint.
No, it's starting at 4.02, just in the full wet range. But where's it going to go? Oh, up. Okay, yeah, full wets it is. Full wets it is. Let's not bother with extra fuel. We'll just attack and put fuel. Push the fuel from the start. We can always ease off for a couple of laps and just to build up that surplus if we need to. Can I make a little tweak here? Not comfortably. Alright, let's send them to the grid for the start of the Sao Paulo Sprint.
24 laps around Sao Paulo in today's sprint. And it's lights out, and away we go.
George up a place already. He goes up the inside of Zhou. Might possibly have a look at Alonso. Looks like he's going to just stay behind for now. And we dipped already below.
Feedback on track condition.
But it's only temporary. It's going to get wetter. Leclerc trying to make an early break. Porsche trying to line up a move around the outside of Ricciardo, who shuts it down. Russell still in 17th. I'm holding the battery in reserve at the moment.
Okay, understood.
Making sure that the tyres don't get too crazy. How you doing, Tony? And that is Stroll doing Stroll things.
2 secs. There's been a crash.
I need a new pen after that.
Joe also up to
Just
his
like
old tricks. So what happened to Stroll? Why did he drop all the way to the back? Did he spin? He must have spun.
So we've got car in the barriers.
Is he okay?
Look out for debris.
Oh, 5th and 7th. Very nice.
Currently P1. Car behind is Hamilton.
Just be mindful of curves.
Okay, understood.
Kind of wish I pushed the battery now.
Coming.
May as well save wear on the ERS
Recharge on.
like that.
Pack is high.
Okay.
Yep.
Charge the pack.
Copy.
Hopefully this is a short safety car. Don't want to pick up too much spare fuel. It'll be tough to burn it off.
It's raining a lot heavier now in the pit lane.
Here comes the bigger water. Now we're going to go racing again at the end of this lap. That would be nice. Already 1.2 kilos over. We'll find out in a moment. Coming up to the end of the middle sector. That's usually when we get the notification. Looks like we might be doing another lap. See the extremities of the banking. That is the track back to full wet condition. Tyre temp should start dropping very quickly now.
Yeah, really heavy rain at the moment.
tell me we're going to do another lap. Looks like we are. Look how much spare fuel we have now. We're never going to burn all of that off in the remainder of the sprint, I don't think. Russell's tyres still a little bit hot. Temperatures are coming down.
That's currently P16.
Surely, this time. There we go. Safety car is ending.
Safety car in this lap.
For the restart, we suggest you use overtake at part throttle.
Understood.
We want good pace.
Happy to start reducing that management.
Use overtake.
Understood.
So the safety car lights have gone out.
Okay, maximum pace.
Let's give it everything now.
Coming.
Alright, can we get the jump on someone here on the opening lap? Single file at the moment. Leclerc is trying to break away from Lewis again. Russell just having a little look at the inside of Alonso. Thinks better of it. He's lining up a move here. And there he goes, up the inside into Juncal. Up the hill and away. Those 15th now for Russell.
Good job.
Cool the car.
Yep, understood. Honestly, I don't think we can do much more.
We think
You have to go for a lunge on under braking, I think.
Okay, understood.
Pick clear air.
Not close enough.
Okay. Okay, understood.
Maximum PU cooling.
There we go. Punch our way through up the inside. It's
Okay.
11th now for Ricardo.
Good job.
Bottas trying to fight him off. He will complete the move though.
finding free air where we can for this PU temp.
Copy. Yeah, copy. Okay.
Overtake available.
Copy.
Recharge on.
Understood.
Let's calm the tyres down again. Check in against the AI. Tyres still looking healthier.
Keep your head down. And we'll be cooling the tyres.
Yeah, roger.
But if we keep that kind of pace up, they won't be for much longer.
Understood.
Up to 2.6 kilos. We might actually be gaining fuel at this point, given how wet the track is. Yeah, it's the best way to approach Monza is just to stay in the slipstream, sensible racing, be patient, bide your time, don't go overly aggressive. If you burn your tyres out too early, it's a disaster for you later in the Grand Prix. It's just about picking off those opportunities when they present themselves. Try to protect the tyres as much as you can.
Use the pace now.
A little concerned about engine temperatures. You kind of need to burn off this fuel. Even in the rain, you can see air temperature at the moment, 26 degrees.
That's P11.
And the hot air around this track is particularly bad. Yeah, the hot, dirty air.
0.4.
You can see what it's doing to Valtteri's tyres. Valtteri's not someone who likes to shred his tyres easily, and you can see 9% difference in tyre life now. Similar story for Alonso, tucked up behind George. And we're not going to be scoring points in the sprint today. Once again, we have a three-way fight at the front. They've broken away and left Norris behind. Two Ferraris with Ocon in tow. both Hamilton and Ocon need to finish ahead of ahead of Leclerc if they want to improve their championship. How's our championship going? Oh, the season for us is over. Yeah, we're not going to gain. I don't think we're going to catch Mercedes. Just because I don't think we're going to score enough points. We're probably going to outscore them overall in the next few Grand Prix, but I don't think we'll score enough to overtake them. We're not going to get caught by Haas. So it's 6th place for us by the look of it. Just prepping as much as we can for next season. Not long left now. Yeah, Valtteri's tyres now 10% worse than Ricciardo's. His tyres are melting behind in that hot, dirty air. Am I researching? I'm doing as much as I can afford to do, but we keep running out of money because we keep breaking parts. So that's why we're running an A-spec car for George and a B-spec car for Russell. Sorry, for Ricciardo. He's running the B-spec with the newer parts. Because I can't really afford to keep making duplicates and multiple spares anymore. So I'm using up the original parts. It has had a little bit of a knock-on effect on our performance. Ricciardo's had some sponsor obligations this month, so that's affecting his driver performance, and George is obviously in a slower car. We're still at 2.6 kilos.
We can use the pace now.
So happy to push now. So we've got Alonso behind. Gap behind, 0.7.
.8.
There are opportunities ahead.
Ten laps to go. Leclerc has broken away from Ocon and Hamilton. Not by much.
0.9. No hop done.
See if we can maybe line up a move here. All that early confidence gains that we made on the opening lap or two, gone. Obviously behind the safety car. Neither of our drivers have moved forward really since then. Got a chance maybe here against Van Dorn. We don't have enough of an outright speed advantage, so we're going to have to try and just throw it up the inside under braking, I think.
You're going to be okay. Pack is low.
Understood.
Understood.
There we go. There's Ricardo up into 10th. And George has got past Lawson.
Well done. Good job.
Good
This
work,
is
George.
P10.
So that's the overtake that we just watched. And let's see if we get a replay of George.
George recommend we start bringing
no.
the battery back up.
Yeah, copy.
Give the clock.
Gap 0.6.
New fastest lap for Oscar Piastri. About 4/10 out of Porsche on that last lap.
Gap 0.6.
How's the tyre?
So far, so good. Okay.
And if you can just cool the tyres as much as you can.
Copy.
Another new fastest lap as the track is drying up. This time it's Perez. As you see Giovinazzi having a look, trying to find his way past Nico Hulkenberg. Max stuck behind Fittipaldi right now, all the way down in 19th. Williams can put a good car together in the over the winter. They could be a massive threat next season with Max for the driver's title. Gasly's a decent second driver to have as well. Not quite the superstar he was in last year's game, but still a very respectable mid-table driver. I am debating whether or not to throw on a set of inters, but I don't think I'd be quick enough.
Get behind 0.4. Keep your head down.
Yeah, I'm only 9 seconds ahead of Gasly. It's not worth the risk. Oh, look at that. We have finally burnt off a little bit of that extra fuel. We're at 2.5 kilos now. Gasly's damaged engine part gets a little more damaged.
Gap 0.7.
There's still opportunities here.
Go, Kate. Push. Flat out.
Plenty to play for.
Still plenty of opportunities.
George finally getting his way past Valtteri. Can he make it stick into turn 4?
Good job. Gap 2.5.
No. Valtteri puts the power down. And Hamilton's taken the lead from Leclerc.
Valtteri, he's the next car. Gap 0.3.
It's only worth an extra point. 8 points to 7 here. But could that point be crucial? There are 3 laps left.
Understood.
This time we try and go around the outside of Valtteri.
Gap 0.2.
A slight edge on the run up to 4. Can we hold it on the outside line this time? Yes, we can. And Valtteri actually loses a touch of time there,
P13.
fending off
Gap ahead 2.5.
a lunge up the inside from Lawson. So that's 13th for George. We are absolutely destroying these tyres now. And seeing how quickly it's, how much it's dried up, I could possibly have made the switch to Inters. It would have been several seconds quicker. Too late now. Didn't think it would dry up this much. And it's not like the fastest lap counts or anything.
Yeah, the rear is taking a bit of a hit.
2 laps to go.
Next lap is the last one. Next lap is the last one.
Understood.
So as much tyre calling as you can manage, please.
Copy.
Trying to make sure the tyres don't fall to pieces.
Bottas behind. Gap 1.0.
Okay, use deploy.
Understood.
And overtake is available.
Copy.
This will be the last lap.
Final lap. Porsche has wiggled his way through. Get back in front.
And we'll be cooling the tyres.
It's going to come down to here, the final turns. Hamilton gets up the inside. Has he got the power to break through? He does. And Hamilton takes the sprint win from Charles Leclerc. Ocon in third, right behind there. Top three separated by less than a second. Ricciardo's going to bring it home in 10th. George crosses the line pretty close in the end in 13th. Caught back up quite nicely at the end there.
Check the
But
flag.
no points in the sprint.
Sadly for George Russell, he comes away from this sprint empty-handed.
And with a 13th place finish, I bet they'll come back stronger next time.
Well, he has an opportunity to. Confirmation of the sprint results then. Hamilton beats Leclerc in the sprint with Esteban Ocon taking third. Norris in fourth, then it's Perez fifth, Tsunoda sixth. Piastri and Giovinazzi both gaining places there to take seventh and eighth for Giovinazzi for the final point. Hulkenberg dropping out into ninth. Ricciardo up 3 places for 10th ahead of Porsche. Then Van Dorn. Russell up 5 places for 13th. Then it's Valtteri, Liam, Carlos, Enzo, Fernando, Max, Stroll, Gasly and Zhou DNFing. Make some changes to the car and get prepped for normal qualifying.
Now it's time to see who'll come out on top as qualifying gets underway.
The ups and downs of Interlagos mean a full-speed qualifying lap can be hard on both driver and car. Sector 2's technical corners demand high downforce to make a quick lap.
Now, Karun, you and I were actually just talking about that man there, Max Verstappen. How do you think he'll be feeling today?
They had an excellent performance in practice, setting a solid lap time. They must be feeling confident. But confidence doesn't necessarily mean success in Formula One.
Buckle up then, folks. It's almost time for qualifying.
Right, so that needs to be there. Now we need to tweak the rest of the setup to match. That might not be it, but it will be close. I'm not going to touch George because I could get it very wrong. I don't want to make his car worse. I'd rather just leave it there like that. If I get it right, I get 99 or 100. If I get it wrong, I get 95 or even 94. Maybe even worse than that. So we'll leave him at 97. Let's go with those tyres. Actually, I've got six sets of softs. Let's use a set straight off then.
Green light.
Oh, we got rain in 5 minutes. So this is it then. One-shot quali. The rest of the field should dribble out very quickly. Hopefully we do not get held up here. Rest of the field is trickling out. Maybe I should have waited. Just Valtteri and Nico. There's Valtteri. There's Nico, and that is a lot of traffic.
Let's go.
That we could potentially hit.
You got a good gap ahead. Good to go.
Oh, this is going to be a disaster, isn't it? I've gone way too early. Oh, I've got away with it. I have absolutely dodged a bullet there. If anything, this might help Ricciardo secure a really strong qualifying. Get a slipstream all the way across the line here.
P1.
I want to 8-0, 3/10 quicker than George.
And we will box end of this lap.
At least we're ahead of Alonso. That's one car we're quicker than. Again, it looks like we're going to have an early exit for George.
Okay, turn your pit lane.
Remember the pit lane speed limiter.
And stop on your marks.
And here comes the rain. I don't think I can improve, but...
So, George, there is a threat of rain.
Understood.
If I can set a quick enough outlap.
we want to generate some temperature for this outlap.
Yep, understood.
Pack is high.
Yep, understood. Coming.
Recharge off.
Okay.
Suggest reduce a bit, lift and coast.
Okay, understood.
Overtake available.
Cheers.
Don't rate my chances
Overtake
of getting
will be
big
available.
improvements very high at all here, but hopefully I can just squeeze a little bit for George, because nobody else will improve now. It's not looking good, is it? Looks as though we're staring down the barrel of another Q1 exit for George here.
Recharge off.
Understood.
Yeah, 18th, no improvement.
Key thing is to keep the tyre in good shape. Keep the tyre in good shape.
Well, there we go. That's that. George out again. And the lack of pace is alarmingly obvious right now. No major shocks, unless you count Russell at the end of the session. See how we do in Q2. Oh, we got close. Look at that. It's the same as George. Look, of course it is. 97 is what it's going to have to be. Take a look. It's going to stay pretty consistent all the way across. Look, so let's do 2-lap run.
Okay, that's green light.
It's a shame that we've kind of gone backwards a little bit here at the end of the season, but expected,
Warm the tyres where you can.
given our aero parts situation. And like I said, we're pretty secure in the constructors, so I can afford a couple of poor races at the end. We're really secure with the board as well. There's no way we're not going to finish in 8th place, which is our target for the season. And we've already done the long-term objective very comfortably.
And drive straight out, drive straight out. The track will be clear. Let's go.
the line. How far behind Norris are we going to be? See, it's comfortably quicker. 1:10.9. Valtteri has beaten us. We did a 1:11.6, so 0.7 of a second behind Norris. That's not too bad. Could definitely be better. Bit of cool down lap before we go again.
Obviously there's bunching ahead. We're going to get going.
There we go. Norris pulls over to let us through. And off we go for our second flying lap. Can we find an improvement here? Oh man, we're down in 15th. We have improved. Now we're down to 16th as Sonoda goes up to P14. We are going to run again towards the end of the session, probably another 2-lap run. No improvement in the middle. See that banking again with our gyro cam, and no improvements. Could be another difficult session here.
Daniel, pit lane.
Remember, the pit lane is still damp.
Okay, gotcha.
Track's getting a little bit wetter as well. I don't think we're going to get an improvement. I think the DRS is going to switch off. If not on this lap, then certainly on the next flying lap.
What a...
Getting a little bit of dirty air from one of the Ferraris. That was Leclerc. Hamilton gets out of the way. But we have found an improvement in the first sector. Hamilton and Ocon have set identical times. Leclerc 17 thousandths behind. Once again, no improvement in the middle.
Pack is low.
Can we get to the line before the DRS switches off? No, we can't. And that is it.
Recharge on.
Okay.
We are out in 16th.
Understood.
a little bit demoralising. This is our worst qualifying for a long time. Worse than Mexico, because at least Mexico was bad because of traffic. This is bad just because we do not have any pace at all. So he puts it on pole. Oscar. Ooh, Oscar from Ocon. Then it's Hamilton in third, Porsche in fourth, Leclerc in fifth, then Hulkenberg sixth, Stroll seventh, Lando Norris in eighth, and then row 5 is Sergio Perez and Antonio Giovinazzi.
There's a terrific atmosphere here in Interlagos as the drivers prepare for 71 laps of scintillating action.
Brazil loves a home racer, and none more so than the brilliant Ayrton Senna. His victory here at Interlagos in 1991, fighting a broken gearbox, is one of the most emotional moments in F1 history.
Interlagos Sector 2 is a maze of twists and turns, demanding the highest downforce. Sectors 1 and 3 are high speed, however, giving drivers plenty to keep them busy around this thrilling track. The excitement is building, there's electricity in the air, but there's no surprise in that. It's race day.
All right, let's have a look. I think that is probably a safer strategy. Soft tyres do tend to fall apart pretty quickly on this track. Going to take a lap of fuel out. There we go. How much is it? 1.3. Okay. Let's go with 2 laps out then. And let's send them to the grid for the Sao Paulo Grand Prix.
Well, it's great to have you with us, folks, as we settle in for the weekend's Grand Prix action. Here's a determined Sainz lining up on the grid.
At the back of the pack with a disappointing P19 grid position, surely the only way is up from here.
So let's see what today has in store, shall we? Who will win? Only time will tell. Here at the Sao Paulo Grand Prix. It's lights out and away we go.
All right, we are off and running. Russell has gained a place up the inside of Van Dorn. Can he hold the place? Has the slipstream of Max. Mixture of tyres at the front there. Piastri on the softs, Hamilton mediums, Ocon on the hards. Porsche soft, Leclerc medium. So both Ferraris adopting a medium start. Giovinazzi, the second Red Bull, also on the hard tyres, and Norris, the second McLaren, also on the softs. Interesting. So the top 3 teams all going in very different directions strategy-wise at the start.
DRS is enabled.
Your P15. Gap 0.7.
The car behind you now is Verstappen. 0.4. Okay, keep looking after the tyre.
Okay.
Going to need to turn our batteries on. Probably about now, I think.
Use overtake.
Yep. Yeah, understood.
Overtake is available.
Yeah, copy, all good.
Oh, George is having a look at Max. Goes up the inside. That's a lovely move. Question is, though, has he dropped the DRS? I think he has.
P60.
So Max might take that place straight back again. And he's going to. Meanwhile, Ricciardo with a little look at the inside, thinks better of it.
Keep your head down.
Now Russell coming under pressure from Van Dorn. Lawson has lost out to Tsunoda.
Good step there. You are currently
Oh,
P14.
no. Gasly has lost out to Ricciardo. He missed that overtake. Let's take a look. Did he get him into 4? Yes, he did. Up the inside. Lovely stuff. So that's both drivers with a boost in confidence. George is having that same look at Max. Couldn't get it done before the DRS zone this time. Might get him up the hill.
Charge the pack.
Copy.
Ricciardo has got past Lawson, but is now trailing Tsunoda.
Nice job, really nice job. So Gasly car ahead.
He might have actually got the DRS. I think we have. Yes, we did. Good stuff from Ricciardo there. So that gets him right on the peak cusp. George, well and truly maxing his confidence there. Van Dorn now has made a move on Verstappen. Just protecting the tyres while we're in this dirty air. Carlo's been overtaken again by Lawson. There goes Van Dorn pushing through.
Honestly, I don't think we can do much more. No, hot done. You've got Gasly behind.
Retake the position from Van Dorn here. We'll push the tyres a little bit harder now.
Happy to use the tyre more now. Okay, good job. So go ahead now, Gasly. Head 1.4.
You can start pushing.
Okay, Daniel recharge on his...
And we have a yellow flag.
Okay, understood.
Lock up Peugeot. He's had the worst
now let's
season.
take a look here at turn 10.
It's been so bad for him this year.
Struggling with the car. What caused
And that's
that?
where he
I
went
wonder?
off in the sprint. This time he keeps it out the barrier.
George, recommend we start bringing the battery pack up. Verstappen car behind.
Tyre temps starting to creep up again. Worried we might have lost the DRS here with Ricardo. Definitely lost it here.
Okay, understood.
I did lose it. Ah, damn.
Okay.
Okay. Alrighty.
They are lining up to make the move on George. Somehow manages to lose just one place. We're down to 16th again with Ricardo.
Verstappen now a car behind. 2.5.
But the battery is almost where it needs to be now.
Body recharge on.
Okay, understood.
We'll have overtake available.
Copy.
Let's introduce a bit more management.
Yep, copy.
Recharge on.
Yep, understood.
Let's go flat
Make
out.
the move on Max. And we're going to keep pushing to stay ahead of him
This is good.
and get onto the back of Ricardo.
Gap ahead, or 1.2.
Pack is high.
Okay, understood.
Recharge on.
Okay.
And there we go.
Right.
Got our drivers together again.
Tyre management.
Copy.
So at least if we drop out of the queue, we can work together to improve our race confidence. Let's have a look.
Yeah, he did get DRS.
Yeah, bit of a difference right now.
Let's see what pace you can do.
Just wait an extra lap or two. I want to get some more battery into George first if I can, but I do want to try and punch through with Ricardo pretty soon.
And if you could just give us tyre feedback.
Use the overtake button.
Understood. How's this tile?
Stable. Stable with that bit of deck.
Iffy defensive driving there from Gasly. We go up the inside. He's getting a toe. Look at that toe he got on the back of Van Dorn there. And again, he's going to get that slipstream look. Ah.
0.8.
Go on, throw it up the inside.
Okay, understood.
Honestly, I don't think we can do much more.
There's still opportunities here.
We just need to put him under a little bit of pressure so that he loses that slipstream and that DRS. He's out of the 1 second window. I think we might have him now.
Understood.
Copy. Use overtake.
And there we go.
Okay.
Ricardo's through. Oh, George got overtaken.
Job. Your P15.
Fittipaldi snuck through. Wasn't paying attention on that one.
So happy to drop a little bit of management.
Can we retake that place here? Like a very tight line. We've got the run.
Verstappen behind at 0.7 with DRS.
Tuck in, but we'll get the DRS and we'll make the move here into 4. I hope. Looks like Fittipaldi's pushing himself, trying to close back in. Gasly gets back in front of Ricciardo.
So we don't want to lose too much time.
Plenty to play for.
Make sure we get the pack back. Okay.
Yeah, copy.
Use overtake.
Okay.
Overtake is available.
Copy.
Here we go, there's the move. Now, can we hold it?
Use overtake.
Okay, understood.
Just.
Recharge on.
Yep.
And we're not going to get an overtake done here, so we're just going to tuck in. Fittipaldi uses battery to get the move done early on Ricciardo, and that leaves us vulnerable to a look from Gasly as well.
And the car behind is now Gasly.
We shot that one down, but I think we lost the DRS to Fittipaldi in the process. We are in a bit of a dogfight with Williams at the moment, which shows just how much our pace has dropped off, considering who we were fighting with just a couple of races ago.
DRS.
It's going to be a very, very long afternoon if this is as quick as we can go.
Understood.
And when you can, feedback on your tyres.
And through goes Gasly again. 17th and 18th.
Recharge on.
Well, if we stay here, we will at least achieve our sponsor goals, but it's never nice to just scrape through. It's always been a tricky circuit. And it's proving especially so this year.
We're ready for you.
Copy. Copy.
George will do a bit of fuel saving here with George.
Copy.
More lift and coast for his PU temps.
Lift off end of straight.
Understood.
No hop done.
Overtake is available.
Copy.
Recharge on is good.
Okay, understood.
Use overtake.
Yep, understood.
And there's our first pit stop. Stoffel into the pits.
Okay, recharge on.
Okay.
Mediums for him. Ricardo gets the move done on Gasly. Max looking to get the move done and does on George, who's probably able to go a little bit quicker, but we're struggling to get him through the field. We're getting close to a pit stop.
Okay, maximum pace.
And happy to pick up the push.
I'm going to switch them round. I'm going to box George before I box Ricardo, I think. Hulkenberg and Stroll are both in. Another set of mediums for Nico Hulkenberg. Gasly's in as well. And another set of mediums for him. Ricardo just about fights off Verstappen. Get George in this lap.
More box.
We'll get Ricardo in next lap.
Okay, maximum pace now.
Understood.
Tyre management, everything's good.
Copy. Copy.
Lawson boxes.
Yep.
Set of mediums.
My pace.
That's a good stop for George. 2.2.
The car behind you now is Verstappen. Recharge on.
Okay, understood.
Now, have we been undercut? Oh, yes, very much so. We are at the back of the grid.
So next car is Gasly. So gap ahead 2 seconds. So
At least we're holding up.
to coast.
The car's behind us here.
Suggest reduce a bit, lift and coast.
Okay.
Oh, I forgot to box him. Nuts.
We'll box this lap, Daniel.
Box confirmed.
Well, we'll get the DRS. Can we retake the position from Max? Hold him up for a further lap?
This is
Or are we going to get boxed in? We're going to get boxed in. Ah!
Alonso is now the car behind.
We can just about hold off Fernando. At least George will now be ahead of Ricardo when Ricardo does hit the pits. So if he has got more pace, he'll be able to utilise it. And in the process, we've been able to refill Ricardo's battery as well.
Alonso may have DRS.
Understood.
2.3, not a bad stop for Ricardo there.
Keep an eye on your mirrors, please. Next car is Russell.
Recharge off.
Okay, Charles Leclerc is into the pits. And he's onto a set of hard tyres. It's an early stop, considering he was on mediums as well. Maybe he just overheated them in traffic. Hamilton, meanwhile, scrapping here with Norris. That is Piastri and Ocon scrapping a little bit further back. And Ocon has just about held off Piastri. Piastri's going to be boxing very soon, possibly this lap. Norris might go another lap or two yet. Through goes Lewis, and Oscar is into the pits. Will he be able to get out in front of Charles Leclerc? It's a good stop. Medium tyres. Here comes Charles. It's going to be tight, but I think Charles will take the place. Yeah, there is the Ferrari going through. Can he get out in front of Porsche? That's going to be tight. And again, I think Porsche might just do it. There he is. Porsche goes through.
Use overtake.
Okay.
We don't need to take any risks.
Okay.
Get our drivers together.
Yeah, copy.
So we get past Alonso. There's Fittipaldi. So, despite boxing before him, we were not able to catch Fittipaldi. That says everything about our lack of pace right there. This is going to be a very, very painful afternoon. We're going to have to work our asses off just to get both cars in the top 18, I think, at this rate. Have not looked at all convincing.
Well done.
Next car is Russell. 1.5.
Alonso has DRS.
Yep, okay. We can have recharge on now.
Understood.
Overtake available.
Understood.
Overtake available.
Okay.
Fittipaldi's on the hard tyres, so we do need to try and punch past him.
Okay, use deploy.
Okay, understood.
Do not want to get stuck behind him. It's going to be tricky because he's going to get that toe, even if it's distant, from the back of Fittipaldi. Can we get him on the brakes? No.
DRS. Recharge on.
Okay, understood.
Oh, we get pushed wide. Go up the inside and retake the place.
Overtake available.
For a minute I thought we would get Ricardo through as well.
Charge the pack.
Recharge on, please.
Okay, cheers.
Recharge on.
Understood.
Overtake will be available.
Lap 27. Norris is still out there. Surely he's going to box this lap though. Fittipaldi gets past George and we are back behind him again. We are really struggling here. I think we're going to have to adopt a different strategy. Go for softs. Just hope that the extra grip of the softs, as long as we don't use and abuse them too much, will be enough. To help us out in these difficult overtaking situations.
George, recommend we start bringing the battery pack up.
Copy.
Overtake available.
Okay, yeah, understood now.
Overtake available.
Yeah, copy.
Has DRS.
Understood.
Let's give it everything now. Nice job. So sights, isn't it? So he's kept 3 points here.
Okay, recharge on is good.
This is where I need to brake. Set of mediums for Lando Norris. See boxes from the front. He will come out behind Piastri. But he should be comfortably clear of the two Red Bulls, RBs, who are squabbling over 9th and 10th right now.
Recharge button on.
Roger.
And he is. George has almost broken Fittipaldi. Just not quite managed it.
Yeah, he did get DRS.
No, I can't do it.
Yeah, and if you can just cool the tyres as much as you can.
Copy.
Let's get into the tyre cooling, please.
Copy.
Focus on recharge.
Understood.
Well, we knew this was coming at some point this year. It's come a lot later than expected, which makes it all the more painful in some ways. Yeah, I've been saying since Monza, since Zandvoort, that I've been waiting for the other shoe to drop. For our pace to fall away from the cars around us. It has finally happened. It's taken a long time to happen. We've only got 3 rounds to go after today. But happen it has. It might just be this particular track. The characteristics of this track never conducive to us, unfortunately. I did hope we would have a stronger showing than this.
So car ahead is now Sainz.
Okay.
Vegas should be a little bit like Monza for us, I think, given the nature of that circuit and those long straights.
Now the car behind. Okay, Alonso currently 1.3.
I may even rush, or not necessarily rush, but put an extra Mark II wing on George's car just for that track. Just to give him that extra DRS performance.
Yeah, 0.6.
At this rate, I wouldn't be surprised if we get laps in this race. Hamilton leads Ocon by about 4.3 seconds. Perez is in third, a further 5 seconds back, with Leclerc all over him.
Pack is high.
This is the tyre situation. So the front 3 yet to stop. And Leclerc easily muscles his way past Checo there, up into third place. Ooh, interesting. All right, thanks for that, Farah. I have to do a bit of recording at some point tomorrow, but apart from that, I'll be free most of the day myself.
Recharge on.
Understood.
So Alonso car behind. Overtake is available.
Honestly, I don't think we can do much more.
There are opportunities ahead.
Copy.
Oh, come on, Danny.
How's the
Hold
time?
him off. There we go.
Push and hold, overtake.
Coming.
Alonso has DRS 0.9.
Yep, understood.
Nice job. Currently P17. The next car is Sainz. Gap 3.
Pick clear air if you can.
Yep, understood. Okay, understood.
Yeah, recharge on is good.
Okay.
Overtake is available.
Use overtake.
Okay, understood.
Pack is low.
Oh, god damn it. Both my drivers are going to get nailed again. Can't find any pace.
No, that we're driving as fast as possible.
Keep your head down.
This is so frustrating.
Focus on recharge.
Understood.
Ocon and Perez have finally boxed. So is Hamilton. Hamilton is currently P7 on a set of hard tyres. Could go to the end on those tyres. Looks like he is going for the one stop. Leclerc probably two stopping. Norris in third. So Hamilton has lost out at the moment. But he gets past Giovinazzi. Ocon gets out ahead of Lawson.
Yeah.
And Giovinazzi boxes. He held up Lewis, or tried to hold up Lewis, to help his teammate there. He's now into the pits. Medium tyres. Oh, problem stop. So Leclerc leads from Oscar by 6.5 seconds. Then it's Norris, a further 3.5 back. Porsche with Norris. Hamilton in fourth, just under 4 seconds behind and closing. Giovinazzi drops all the way down to 16th. Gets out just in front of Enzo.
So Alonso car behind. Get behind 0.6.
Doing my best. Behave up.
Charge the pack.
Coming.
All right. Keep the position swapping of our drivers going.
Alonso, the car behind. Plenty to play for.
Hamilton's currently the fastest man on the track right now. Lapping about
Alonso
7
may have
tenths
DRS.
quicker than Leclerc.
Okay, gotcha.
No hop done.
Stoffel exits the pits. I really hope we can find a bit of extra pace when we put those soft tyres on. Trying to protect these mediums just to give us a little bit more flexibility to be aggressive with softs.
Alonso car behind. Get behind 0.6.
There goes George around the outside, and we have a yellow flag. It's Porsche, I think.
Yellow.
Coming.
Now we can see what happened. Look at the Mercedes. And the control's lost. Not a mistake they'll want
He
to make
spins
again.
and then tries to rejoin awkwardly there, and that cost both the McLaren and the Ferrari. That was Hamilton was the Ferrari. It was Norris, the McLaren, that got held up slightly there. There we go. We get another good chunk of confidence back into Ricciardo. George still in peak confidence. We are slowly dragging both of them up into the peak confidence bracket.
Deep breath. You're going to be okay.
The Hamilton's caught Norris. First two cars definitely need to stop again. I don't know about Norris and Hamilton. They are both capable of going to the end, but whether they will or not is another matter. Porsche and Stroll and Tsunoda all going to be stopping very soon, as is Hulkenberg. Ricciardo is once again overtaken. This should now hopefully put him back into peak.
Next car is a Russell.
Alonso is now the car
Shimmy,
behind.
he gets the move done. He's not going to.
0.4. There's still opportunities here. Pack is high.
Understood.
Remember recharge.
Understood.
recharge on.
Understood.
He has DRS.
Alonso is now the car behind.
We think there's still opportunities here.
Fittipaldi is pushed and caught the back of Sainz. Opened the gap back up to us. We've had a much quicker lap than Sainz this lap. (1:15.6).
Gap 0.7.
There we
don't
go.
want to lose too
Ricardo
much time.
gets the move done, but he's lost a lot of confidence just stuck behind George there. So once again, does not hit peak. Let's turn his tyres up.
Need to push.
George is just going to casually saunter back through again.
Next car is Russell.
We are just about hanging on to 17th and 18th as Porsche is into the pits, damaging his tyres with that spin. Set of mediums will take him to the end.
Use overtake.
Okay, understood.
There we go. Peak confidence for both drivers, and we get a yellow flag. Very brief one.
It has DRS.
Lock up for Max.
Now we're watching Max Verstappen here. Nothing wrong so far.
Oh, that was right behind us.
Very heavy on the brakes. Now they did leave it very late.
New fastest lap of the Grand Prix for Lewis Hamilton.
Start reducing that.
He's got past and broken away from Norris. He's now just under a second behind Oscar Piastri. As Yuki Tsunoda hits the pits.
Overtake will be available.
We are pushing in now on Sainz for Fittipaldi. Oscar's going to be boxing in the next lap or two.
Gap behind, 1.5.
Hamilton and Norris and Ocon are all going to be going to the flag. It's a question now of how quick will Leclerc be on a set of presumably soft tyres, maybe mediums, as he hunts his way back through the field in the closing laps.
There are opportunities ahead.
Recharge on.
If this continues like this,
And Hamilton's through. Ocon has sorry, Ocon. Oscar has a look at the inside into turn 4, but does not have enough grip left in those tyres. And it's less than 5 seconds now between the two Ferraris.
0.4.
With Leclerc needing to stop again. There's no way those tyres will make it another 26 laps. 25 and a half laps.
It's not going to be long now, mate.
Okay. Recharge on.
Make our way through the infield. We are going to attack again here and see if we can move up before our stop.
Use the overtake button.
So we have a lunge up the inside, and that will give us a run now on sights. And they see George making the move right behind
Well done, mate.
on Fittipaldi.
Okay, that's Sainz ahead.
Look at the slipstream that Fittipaldi was getting there on sights. And now it's our turn to get it.
Good job.
And Van Dorn capitalises and makes the move on Fittipaldi. Piastri's in. Medium tyres for Oscar.
And recharge on, recharge on.
Can we drop sights?
Pack is low.
Yes, we can. Porsche sets a new fastest lap of 1:10.3. But he's nowhere near Piastri this time. Now George.
George recommend we start
with a chance to move through.
And recharge on.
We are just a couple of laps away from our stop with George.
Recharge on.
And Van Dorn is punching through with his superior grip.
Yep, this is my pace.
Car behind his sight. Reminder for the recharge button.
Yep, understood.
And Van Dorn's through before the DRS line, so both of our drivers will get the DRS here.
Keep your head down.
Sainz dives into the pits, as does Alonso. They're going to undercut us. Going to go one more lap with George. Before we box.
Yes, box.
As Hulkenberg punches through as well. Brand new tyres on Nico's car.
Okay. Alrighty.
Plenty to play for.
Charge the pack.
Leclerc's pushing. He's going to be boxing very soon. We may yet see another stop from Hamilton. His tyres at 69%. Same for Norris. I mean, they should be, as long as they're careful, should be comfortable enough to get to the end. It's just a question of how quick or slow they will be.
Time management looks okay.
Understood.
Flat out.
Yep.
Let's attack.
Recharge on.
Okay.
Your recharge on is good.
There's Valtteri behind, also on fresh tyres, punting us down.
Honestly, I don't think we can do much more.
Deep breath. You're going to be okay. No harm done.
So George dives into the pits. Ricciardo goes one more lap. And Leclerc is coming in as well. That's a bad stop for George. 6.5 seconds. That's a good stop for the Ferrari.
It's going to be busy.
He was held. Peugeot coming through. And medium tyres for Leclerc. So, question now is, will Hamilton and Norris and Ocon go to the end?
Just ahead of yourself. Alonso at 1.1.
Or will they box for a set of softs?
10.4.
Ricciardo is about to hit the pits.
So, Daniel, you're P14.
Gap is 1.7.
2.5. It's not amazing.
And you'll be racing cars at pit exit.
Hamilton's gone through. There goes Norris. And Ocon is coming up behind George.
Alonso, the car behind.
$20 laps to go. 20 laps.
So really look after these tyres.
Copy.
That's Ocon. What's he doing at the moment? 111.6s. Sainz doing a 110.9 on his set of softs. Let's see what George does.
Just got Alonso
112.1. It's not stellar, is it?
1.7.
Okay,
New
keep
fastest
looking
lap
after
for
the
Yuki
tyre.
Tsunoda, a 110.1. Very quick lap. 1.5 seconds quicker than Perez there. Got a bit of work to do to catch him up. Hamilton leads by 4.5 seconds. Ocon a further 6 seconds back. Leclerc another 6 seconds back. But Leclerc is lapping in the mid 110s. A second and a half quicker than Hamilton on that last lap. Second quicker than Ocon. Those gaps are going to reduce.
Tyre looks stable.
Understood.
A 112.0 for Ricciardo. Russell did a 113 because he got blue flagged. That's fine. That will probably actually help us.
Just keep on top of that management.
Copy.
Oh, and a lock-up for Enzo.
Now this was the Sauber. Everything's all right here. And there goes the steering. By that point, it was
puts
just too late.
Ricciardo up a place. So he's where he needs to be.
Copy.
Overtake is available.
Copy.
Fourteen and a half seconds, the gap between the two Ferraris, and coming down. Fifteen and a half laps to go.
So happy to push now.
Overtake available.
Okay, gotcha.
And I'm actually lapping quicker than Norris. Only just.
Point 2.
Copy.
Look good. So Alonso car ahead. Gap ahead 2.4.
There we go. Trying to get back into the DRS of Ocon so that when he moves past someone, we can hopefully try and follow him through. Next up is Alonso. That'll be P19 for George.
High point 9.
Copy.
God damn.
That's a good lap. Good lap.
That's some battery deployment there. We just set the fastest lap with Ricciardo. And we weren't really even trying that hard. I think we got lapped by Leclerc, didn't we? Yes, we did. Back down in 21st again.
Everybody recharge on.
Understood.
Car ahead is Sainz now, let's go get him.
Sainz now 0.9, gap to Sainz 0.9.
And look at Fittipaldi's tyres compared to ours. At some point, he's going to really drop off.
Back is low.
Okay, understood.
Leclerc takes the fastest lap away from us. We held it very briefly. A 108. He was 3.2 seconds quicker than Lewis, and the gap is now just 6.5 seconds. And there's so much time to go. And we have a yellow flag.
Next car is Alonso.
What has happened? And to who?
Here's
Spin
the
for
replay.
Valtteri.
All good at this point. And that's the moment they lose it. And that certainly wouldn't have been in their plans today.
On his own, no traffic around, so he was able to get going pretty much immediately. Would have cost him a couple of seconds and done some damage to his tyres. Won't have a major impact on his race.
So we're really happy with what you're doing on tyre management.
And Fittipaldi has still managed to punch his way past Alonso.
George, recommend we start bringing the battery pack up.
Copy. Recharge on.
Roger.
Use overtake.
Okay.
At this rate, I don't know if George is even going to make the top 18.
Gap ahead, 0.4. We'll have overtake available. Happy to use the tyre more now.
We go around the outside. Leclerc now less than 5 seconds behind Hamilton.
Copy.
There is Lewis coming through to lap Ricciardo, and there is... No, that is Leclerc.
1.5.
Hamilton's already gone through. And we kind of get in his way a little bit, but he's through now. The gap is just 3 seconds. Leclerc is absolutely flying right now.
Alonso just ahead of yourself. Keep your head down. Solid work.
Now we need to push with George.
Recharge on is good.
That's Norris. 10 laps to go.
Use overtake.
Yep, understood.
Russell has closed the gap right up to the back of Ocon here. We've been blue flagged.
Okay, Daniel, recharge on, please.
Okay.
Charge the pack.
Use overtake.
Yep.
There we go. We're 18th and 19th. We've got a little bit of work to do to get ahead of the Williams drivers.
Recharge on.
Understood.
So recharge on is good.
So
Focus
Ocon's
on
doing
recharge.
1:11.2s.
Yep, understood.
Yeah, they're lapping about a second quicker.
Key thing is to keep the tyre in good shape. Keep the tyre in good shape.
Hamilton and Leclerc just 2 seconds apart now.
Let's just manage these tyres.
And we've got a nice little gap now
Understood.
for Fittipaldi.
Pack is high.
Okay.
Gap 0.4.
Use overtake.
Understood.
And there we go. That is 17th and 18th. That is what we need.
You're doing a good job. Next car is Verstappen. Recharge on.
Yep, understood.
Okay, Daniel, recharge on.
Understood.
And we're all over the gearbox now of Verstappen. We are finally starting to punch our way forward.
Gap ahead 0.5, behind 0.5.
And Ricciardo gets himself alongside. He'll get the DRS. And I'm going to punch him forward now. And here comes George.
0.8. Okay, we don't want to lose too much time.
We want good pace.
Flat out.
Okay, use deploy.
We've got a much bigger grip advantage over Max. Can we make it stick? No, we can't. Not yet.
Available.
The Ferraris are going head to head. The tyres are very evenly matched in terms of life remaining. Leclerc still has more grip with mediums over the hards.
Yeah, good
But
job.
the longer he stays stuck behind Lewis, the quicker those are going to overheat. Both drivers are past Verstappen, and we are pushing to see if we can get back onto the cars in front. And Leclerc's lost a bit of time. Hamilton managed to put a Sauber between the two. I think that's Valtteri. Yep, it's Valtteri. As Leclerc had to back off, whereas Hamilton put it... Oh, Hamilton's put in a very quick lap. Look, 109.9. Through goes Leclerc. We audaciously get the move done there. Oh, because we're in overtake, that's why I didn't mean to do that. It's going to harvest.
Recharge on.
Okay.
So we're probably going to get blue flagged again pretty soon. And there we go, getting the blue flags. Yeah, and that gap's gone back up.
So gap ahead 0.5.
Okay.
Gasly has punched past Verstappen and is all over the back of us again. As George moves up into 16th ahead of Ricciardo. And I think I'm going to have to try and punch them past Norris here, or Piastri. Is it not? No, it's Norris. I have to punch them past Norris because we are lapping potentially quicker. And we're just sat here losing ground to Sainz at the moment. So let's go for it.
And overtake is available.
Because the gap between Norris and Ocon has opened up to 2.5 seconds. There we go, we unlap ourselves on Lando. The gap now back up to nearly 3 seconds.
Feedback on the tyres.
Honestly, I don't think we can do much more.
We're going to get blue flagged again any moment, I can feel it. Let's push the tyres. See if that will help us break away. There we go.
Recharge on.
Yep, understood.
3 laps to go, and Leclerc took time out of Hamilton there. Only a couple of tenths. Gap is coming back down again. We have caught Ocon.
Recharge on.
Okay.
George, recommend we start bringing the battery pack up.
I think Hamilton's got this one, you know. Leclerc can't seem to close up anymore. I don't think he's got enough tyre left to push.
Suggest reduce a bit, lift and coast.
Okay.
Just stay close to him.
There are 3 laps to go after this one.
2 laps.
Okay.
So fuel unsafe.
Yeah, copy.
Look up the fuel.
Okay.
Yeah, that's 2.2. I don't think it's enough. Van Dorn in front. He's doing 1:13s.
We're just checking.
Ricciardo gets a fault.
Yep, we've got that in the data.
We have a yellow flag as well.
Use the overtake button.
Understood.
It's the gearbox. Well, we're putting a new gearbox in next race anyway.
2 laps remaining.
It's the final lap. I don't think we can catch Sainz, but we're going to go flat out and try.
Tyre temperature management looking very good.
Oh, and the Ferraris are close. Leclerc has gone absolutely crazy here. He's pushed like crazy. It's going to be a drag race to the line. Can he get him? Can he get him? Hamilton just holds on and takes the win from Leclerc, who runs out of fuel the second he crosses the line.
Lewis Hamilton with the win today. Lewis Hamilton picks up the win.
That was a very, very close finish. Leclerc literally gave it everything he had. Tyres, battery, fuel, and only just managed to cross the line in the end.
Okay, that's the checkered flag.
We're going to come home in 16th and 17th. Not a great result in the grand scheme of things, but we did what we needed to keep the sponsors happy, to earn some sponsor cash. And now we have to spend a chunk of that to buy a new gearbox for Ricciardo. Because the one he has will not do 3 more rounds, including a sprint. And that is Giovinazzi, also out of fuel. And that might red flag the race. It has. It's red flagged it.
Lando Norris, currently on our screens, heads back to his team.
Yeah, just shy of a podium, but 4th is still a respectable finish.
And Lewis Hamilton takes to the podium once more, adding yet another trophy to his legacy.
That's their 9th win of the season. I expect them to be showered with plaudits and more.
And that means, here in Sao Paulo, it's party time.
What a way for Ferrari to celebrate winning the Constructors at Mexico by getting a 1-2 here today, and a pretty dominant one in the end.
Well,
13 seconds or so clear of Ocon.
In the team garage at the end of that.
Well, it was a bit of a mixed bag here. Some things went their way, but...
So, confirmation then of the final results. It's a win for Hamilton, but Leclerc in damage mode, damage limitation mode there, does take the fastest lap away. So, it's only 6 points gained by Lewis in the race rather than 7 or 8. Ocon hangs on for 3rd. Lando up 4 places to take 4th ahead of his teammate who started on pole, ends up dropping down into 5th. Tsunoda up 7 places for 6th. Perez in 7th, and it's Pourchaire in 8th. Stroll 9th. Giovinazzi starting and finishing in 10th for the final point. Ooh, excuse me. Then it's Hulkenberg in 11th ahead of Lawson, Van Dorn, Bottas, Sainz, Russell and Ricciardo both up 2 places and a lap down in the end. Gasly in 18th. 19th is Alonso. 20th Verstappen. 21st for Fittipaldi and Zhou. 22nd. Everybody finished today. Into the driver's standings then. The gap has come down again. Another 7 points overall. Thanks to the point difference from the sprint as well. So with 3 rounds remaining, one of which is also a sprint, the gap is just 17 points. The fight between the two Ferraris is going to go to the wire. And Ocon isn't that far behind as well. He's only 16 points behind Hamilton. He has an outside shot of taking the driver's title. More likely, he has a chance to maybe spoil things for one of the drivers in terms of trying to get second. Then it's Norris in 4th, 310 points, 48 points now behind Ocon, and I think that's it for Lando. I think 4th is probably the best he's going to do. We will see, though, as the remaining few races come through. A retirement for anybody in the top 3 could have massive ramifications. Oscar is 5th, then it's Giovinazzi in 6th, Porsche 7th, Tsunoda 8th, Perez up 2 places into 9th now on 82 points, 2 ahead of Stroll, who drops down into 10th, Russell dropping down into 11th, no points for him, Sainz in 12th, no points for Ricciardo either, 13th with 50 points, then it's Hulkenberg with 14 in 14th, 15th for Gasly, 16th for Lawson, 17th for Valtteri, 18th for Max, 19th for Alonso, 20th for Zhou, Fittipaldi 21st, and Stoffel in 22nd. Just 3 drivers yet to score a point this year. In the Constructors' Championship, champions Ferrari had a whopping 59 points today. A 1-2 in the race, a 1-2 in the sprint, and the fastest lap as well. Maximum possible points. 765 points now. McLaren a very distant second now on 502. Then it's Red Bull in 3rd, 477. The fight between those two will still go to the final Grand Prix, I think. It's only 25 points. RB are 4th on 173. Mercedes 5th on 149 have opened the gap up by another 4 points to now 25 clear of us, and we look to have lost any real pace that we had this season. Haas have closed the gap to us. They are on 92 now, so they are 32 points behind us. And that little cushion that we had is being eaten away. So we may drop to 7th, but that's still higher than where we needed to finish this year. 17 points for Williams, who are in 8th, ahead of Aston Martin in 9th. Then it's Sauber 10th and Alpine in 11th with just 1 point. Did we get on the pit stops tonight? We did in 8th. A 2.285 for George, 2.34 for Valtteri, so Sauber get a point tonight. Ricciardo's best time, 2.348, matching Valtteri's time, but I think Valtteri must have said it before we did. That is frustrating. We almost got both cars in the top 10. We'll have to settle for the 4 points, so the standings look like this. Red Bull pretty much guaranteed to win this competition now, I think. I don't see, there's 43 points 3 times, so that is what, less than 150. McLaren are not going to be able to take the title from Red Bull. They win the DHL competition, but they could still lose second place if they're not careful. Ferrari outscored them by 26 points today, so that gap is now 56 points, and that is still achievable. 4th for Mercedes on 264. Aston in 5th. Alpine 6th. We stay 7th. We are 39 points clear of RB and 24 points behind Alpine. It's not impossible that we catch Alpine, but not likely. And I think we should hopefully stay ahead of RB. So probably going to take 7th in the DHL competition. Both of our drivers hit their sponsor goals. No contract bonus for Ricciardo this time. So another 800k, give or take, is added to the bank. And that is where we are going to end the stream for tonight. We'll do all the housekeeping before Vegas tomorrow. We have 3.8 million in the bank, so before we do anything else, I am going to buy that new gearbox for Ricciardo. There we go. Hang on, did that not... Oh, there it is. Yeah. Okay. So, Ricardo will be starting from the back of the grid in Vegas, but we'll have a new gearbox to get him through. Not going to buy him a new engine or a new ERS. Those will get through the last few rounds. It just won't be great in terms of power output from the engine. It is what it is. Let me check the state of our cars. They both got through unscathed, I think. And because I will forget, I am going to build another rear wing to put onto George's car for the next race. And everything here is okay as well. So, yeah, we will go through the inbox and deal with all the housekeeping when we come back tomorrow. We'll have 17 days until Vegas and a little bit of time and a little bit of money to try and get a little bit more research done as well. And then we've got to start saving money. Try and prep for the end of season. So that's it from me. Thanks for watching. I hope you've enjoyed tonight's disappointing result of a race. Hopefully we'll do better tomorrow at Vegas. Don't forget to check out Empire of the Ants. Footage coming every day on the channel. We're up to part 9 tomorrow. That'll go live usual time there around about 4 o'clock in the afternoon. So plenty of time before the stream goes live to check that out. And hopefully I will see you back here at the usual time, 8 p.m. tomorrow for Vegas. Until then, that's it from me. Thanks for watching. I am Jim Bob, and I'll be back with more F1 Manager very soon.